is a boy. What is the meaning of this particular letter A here? He is a boy. She is a girl. What is the meaning of this letter A here?
Ma'am,
Would
it's represent that we are talking about a particular person or particular boy, like a single person.
a single person? We are talking about particular person. Okay. Would anyone else like to add on to this? Anybody else would like to try, or would anyone like to add up to this explanation when we say he is a boy or she is a girl? What is the meaning of a here? Or this is a boy or this is a girl?
It refers to the gender, I guess.
It refers to a gender. Okay. His and her refer to gender.
Right.
Is we can use for both. We can use for a boy, we can use for a girl, we can use for an animal, we can use for non-living things. Yes. Anybody else would like to try? When we say he's a boy or she's a girl, what's the meaning of in the sentence? This is a world I dream.
A refers to a single actually.
Yes,
Single.
exactly. A refers to something singular. It refers to something singular. Whether it is a or whether it is an, they always refer to something singular. Okay, so that is the difference. Acha, now guys, next question. And what does and refer to? Or where do we use, let me ask, where do we use and?
Ma'am, we use when we are sounding or using vowels.
Okay, when we are sounding or using vowels. Okay, would anybody else also like to try? Where do we use and? Sorry, where do we use and?
Before a noun, ma'am.
Before a?
Noun.
Before a noun. Okay. Well, if we say this is a table. So table is a noun, but we say this is a table. Okay. Anybody else would like to try? Guys, it would be good to have response from your side.
We refer to, let's suppose we have a group actually. So in that group, if we are referring to a single object, we refer it as an actually.
Okay. Partially correct. Anybody else who would like to add on, please?
Before vowels.
Before vowels. Okay, what? Imran, vowel sounds or vowel spellings? What is important?
Vowel spelling.
Vowel spelling.
Vowel sound, ma'am.
Yeah. It is vowel sounds, not vowel spelling.
Yeah, sound.
Vowel sounds. I think all of us, we were taught in school, where do you use and? You use and before A, E, I, O, U. I think all of us, we were taught
Yes,
this.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is what all of us we were taught. And when we say E, I, O, U, then the focus goes before the vowel spellings. But unfortunately, and it is not used before A, E, I, O, U. It is used before their sounds. It is used before the vowel sounds. And which are the vowel sounds? Okay, everyone listen carefully. Which are the vowel sounds? Vowel sounds are a, e, a, o, o. I repeat, a, e, a, o. And these vowel sounds, they are from Hindi? No, they are not even from Hindi. They are from Sanskrit. So these are the vowel sounds, and any word which has got any of these 10 sounds, we prefix it with and. Spellings has got nothing to do with the usage of and. Now here I would like to give you an example of certain words. You know, all these words that I'm going to talk about now, all of them, they have got a vowel sound, but they don't have a vowel spelling. So as a result, we prefix them with and. For example, please fill in the blank, all of you. I will meet you after dash hour. I will meet you after dash hour. So what do you put before hour?
And
And, ma'am.
Yeah, and because when we say hour, what is the first sound we get? Ah. So we say, I will meet you after dash hour. Okay. Gandhiji was dash honest man. Gandhiji, and honest man. Because when we say honest, what is the first sound we get? Oh, we say honest. We don't say honest. Right? So it is a vowel sound. Similarly, yes, please mute yourself. he is dash honor to his country. He is dash
And-
honor
and-
to
And
absolutely
ma'am.
an honor. Again, when we say honor, the first sound we get is o. Okay, and now here comes the confusing one. I am dash MA. I am dash MA.
ma'am, I guess we use A.
Okay.
N.
A. Decide. Tell me half say A, half say
I
an.
am doing an MA.
A, ma'am. A. I am a
Okay, I am AMA.
N.
An MA. And
Or,
It
or,
starts with N.
or I am an MA. Yeah, I am AMA, I am an MA. See, when you say MA, what is the first sound we get? First sound we get is A. We say MA, right? So the first sound that we get is a vowel sound. It's a vowel sound. So therefore we say I am an MA, right? An MA. This might be a little,
ma'am.
it might be news to some of you, but it is always an MA, right? Achha, students, I'm going to say a sentence. You please listen and please tell me what you are going to fill in the blank. I have dash uncle who is dash MP. I repeat, I have dash uncle who is dash MP. So what do you put in this blank?
And
I
in
have an
both
uncle.
I
in
have,
both and
theek hai.
And
I have dash uncle who is dash MP. I have an uncle because when you say uncle, the first sound is a, who is an MP. So a and an, which are both vowel sounds, right? So here, what do we have? We have a list of words which do not have a vowel spelling, but since they have the vowel sound, so we prefix all of them with an, right? Acha, if anyone wants to make a quick note of it, please, you're most welcome to do that. And in fact, I would suggest please do that. On the other hand, we have list of words which have the vowel spelling, but they don't have the sound. For instance, come, let us all form dash union. Let us all form dash union. So what do you put in this blank?
Union.
We always say let's form a union. We never say let's form an union. Again, when we say union, what is the first sound we get? Year. Union. Year. Okay. Today, today, dash European came to my office. Today, dash European came to my office.
European.
A European or an European? Tell me.
And
An European. See, simply pronounce the word and try to identify the first sound. That will give us the answer. European. So what is the first sound we get? Year. European. Okay. So we say today a European came to my office. Correct. I teach at dash university. Nice to see one lady has switched on her camera. Nice to see that.
Thank you.
I teach at dash university. I teach at
Yeah.
dash university. Or at? Tell me.
And
and university.
and university.
I teach
And
at
ma'am.
an university. Simply pronounce the word university. University. So the first sound you're getting is year. Okay, so it is university. So all these words, union, European, university, all these words, they have, what is their first sound? The first sound is that of year. So all these words, despite the fact that they have the vowel spelling, but they don't have a vowel sound. So we prefix all of them with a, right? So a union, a European, a university. Guys, am I clear till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Please, you need to tell me yes, no, so that we can continue forward.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we talked about list of words which have vowel sound but no spelling, and a list of words which have vowel spelling but no sound. Okay. Now I hope that screen is visible to all of you. You can see the slide. At the bottom, I have written two blanks for you. First one is YEAR. Tell me, what do you put in this blank? I will meet you after dash first year. YEAR. First. What do you put here? A and. Please tell me.
A. And ma'am.
Tell
Any.
me.
And.
Okay, somebody
Any.
use that. I will meet you after
And.
dash year. What do you put in the first blank?
A.
A.
A. Okay. Everyone says A for the first one, or there is somebody who says an.
Any year.
And here ma'am.
Yeah, somebody says an also.
And.
Okay, okay, okay.
And here.
Okay, so we have typical Indian parliament, half A, half an. Okay, what is the right answer? We'll just discuss. Now I move to the second one. I lost an earring. I lost an earring. So what did you put?
Ma'am, you already
And,
said hearing.
Oh my God. Acha, I said it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm so sorry. So in the first one, how do we decide YEAR? What do we put here? We decided the way we pronounce. Dekho, this teaches, I'm so sorry. So this teaches us so much about pronunciations also. YEAR. Half of us, or I would say 70 or 80% of us, we pronounce this word as ear. No, this is an ear. YEAR, it is not ear, it is year. Okay, so YEAR has a year sound. It is a year. So what do you put in the first blank? I will meet you after a year. Please be careful. Okay, and don't confuse it with EAR, year. So first one is A, and the second one is I lost dash earring. So what is the first sound we get? A, earring. So therefore, second one is an. For a year, but an earring. So this really helps us to improve, to work on a pronunciation as well. And since I guess most of you here, you are IELTS students, so this clarity in pronunciation will be of great use to you, especially when you do your speaking module. And guys, let me tell you one thing. Suppose you are giving your speaking test, you have these task 1, task 2, sections 1, section 2, section 3, all that stuff. And you try to use a very complex word, a very flowery word. And so, somewhere you go wrong in its pronunciation. You know, that is still excusable. That is still pardonable, that you try to use a very high-flown word, a very bombastic word, and you went wrong with the pronunciation. Still, you know, the examiner can live with it. But if you do mistakes in very simple things, in the pronunciation or in the usage of simple prepositions, simple articles, that is something which is unpardonable. So, and similarly goes for pronunciations also. We should not go wrong with the pronunciations and the usage of articles in the most basic and most fundamental things. In fact, ideally in complex things also, there should be no mistakes. Don't use it if you don't know it. But God forbid, if that slippage happens, it is still excusable. But the wrong pronunciations here, it is inexcusable. It is unpardonable. So be very careful. So better stick to what you know, stick to something simple. A year, but an air. Okay, so here in this particular slide, what did we talk about? We spoke about the usage. Where do we use a and where do we use an? Okay, now we talked about the usage. Now we talk about little more complex usage. Where do we use a or an? It is used in place of one or before certain numbers. Like, I gave him 100 rupee note. Acha, now this is my question to all of you. I replace this 100 by, let's say, 2000 rupees. Okay, what will you put in the blank there? I gave her 2000 rupee note. So what do you put in the blank here? Yeah, it would still be.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, there is disturbance from somebody's side. Mute yourself. I am giving you one note, whether it is a 1 rupee, 100 rupee, 1000 rupee, 2000, 10,000, that does not matter. As long as the note is one, right? So I gave her a 100 rupee note, a 1000 rupee note, a $10,000 bill, whatever, it would always be A. Okay. Now, Abhishek, I can read this name on my screen. Abhishek, are you there?
Yeah.
Acha, Abhishek, you are from which city?
Gwalior.
Gwalior. Okay, Abhishek, tell me what is price of petrol in Gwalior these days?
Around 100.
Complete sentence, please.
The price of petrol in Gwalior is around 100 rupees.
100 rupees what? Like 100 rupees a kilo,
100 rupees per liter.
100 rupees per liter. Okay, yes, your answer is right. Or what is, acha, what Abhishek gave me was a right answer. You can give me an answer in another way also. Can anyone think of an alternate response what we can use here? Price of petrol in Gwalior is 100 rupees per liter. That's correct. Is there any other way we can convey this information? Would anyone like to try?
I got it. I think maybe you want to listen 100 rupees a liter.
Absolutely. Good. So you can say 100 rupees per liter, or you can say 100 rupees a liter, right? So both are right. You can use any. So we use A or and when we refer to price, quantity, and rates. Third usage to indicate that the person is like somebody. What do you mean by a person is like somebody? Suppose you're working in a team, whether you are a student or whether you are a working professional, and there is somebody in your team who is absolutely brilliant. So you say, oh, he is a Newton of a team. He is a Gandhi of class. So when we say a Newton or a Gandhi, what does that mean? Is that person actually a Gandhi or a Newton or an Einstein? No. Whenever before a proper noun, we prefix it with an article. It shows a similarity. It shows likeness. It shows similarity or it shows likeness whenever we prefix it with an article, right? So to indicate that the person is like somebody. He is a Gandhi. He is a Newton. He is an Einstein. Means it shows likeness or it shows the great kind of similarity. And how do we understand that? We are simply prefixing it with a, and, or any article. Okay. The next usage in front of somebody's name to show that the speaker does not know a person. Okay. Now, what do you exactly mean by this? Suppose you are a CEO of a company and your employee, and 5 gentlemen, and then the surname of all these 5 gentlemen is Mr. Sharma, right? All 5 gentlemen, their family name is Mr. Sharma. Your assistant comes and tells you, you are a CEO of the company. He comes and tells you, Mr. Sharma came to see you. Now, if the assistant is saying, Mr. Sharma, it means what? It means the assistant does not know which Mr. Sharma came to see you. He all he knows is just one gentleman came to see you, and his name was Mr. Sharma. But which Mr. Sharma he is, which company does he work in, what was the purpose of his visit, he does not know. He's got absolutely no clue. So when we say, Mr. Sharma came to see you, means the speaker, which is the assistant, who is the assistant in this particular case, does not know the person whom he is talking about. And if the speaker or if the assistant is familiar which Mr. Sharma came to see him, then he would tell you, oh, Mr. Rakesh Sharma came to see you, or Mr. Sharma came to see you. Means the assistant knows the speaker, but if he knows the visitor. But if he says, Mr. Sharma, means assistant has no knowledge about this person. Okay. The last usage in front of the names of the days of the week while talking about any particular day. Okay, I can see one name on my screen, Ajit. Ajit, are you there? Okay, Ajit, I ask you a very simple question and please give me the answer in a complete sentence. Ajit, you were born on which day?
I born on Monday, ma'am.
No, I born or I was born?
I was born on Monday.
I was born on Monday.
On Monday.
I was born on Monday. Okay. Would anyone like to add or modify this statement?
A Monday, since we don't know exactly which Monday.
Exactly. Here, the right answer would be I was born on a Monday, because we are not talking about any random Monday. We are talking specifically about one particular day, Monday, on which you work. Right? So when we specify to any one particular day of the week for any specific reason or for any significant purpose, then we tend to prefix it with a. So therefore, we say I was born on a Monday. Actually, guys, now I don't know, a very beautiful, a very wonderful movie was released, I think about 4-5 years ago. The name of that movie was A Wednesday. It starred Nasiruddin Shah and Anupam Kher. Excellent movie. And the name of that movie was A Wednesday. It was not Wednesday. Why? Because it told us about the activities or the encounters which happened on one particular Wednesday. Right?
Particular day.
Yes. Why? We are talking about that particular Wednesday. So therefore, the name of the movie was A Wednesday. So therefore, you would say I was born on a Monday. So these are the
Monday.
places where we use a and an. Okay. Now after a and an, we move on to the third article, which is the. Okay. Now, yeah, I'll do this thing also with you. Now, let me tell you, this article, the, is perhaps most difficult article to use. Why? Either we people tend to underuse it, but as I told you right in the beginning, rather than underusing, we Indians, we are in love with two things. One thing we all of us, we are in love with is ing. Most of us, we love to add ing to everything. And second thing we Indians are in love with is usage of the. We keep on adding the to everything. I live in the Gwalior. The India is a beautiful country. A lot of us, we make this mistake. So we will talk at length that which are the places where we use the and where we don't use the. But before we move on to that side, there is one particular thing, one particular aspect of what the usage of the which I would like to highlight. Now I have written a short story here because if I speak, sometimes it is not clear to people. So I have just written the entire story here. I hope the screen is visible to all of you. Let's read the story. Perhaps the purpose would become clearer. What is the first sentence of the story? A boy met a girl. A boy, a girl. So two people, and we are using article indefinite a. Okay. Second, now guys, this is a very simple story with just 4 lines. When we finish the story, I'm going to ask you, what is your please pay attention to the usage of articles and please tell me what is your learning, what is your takeaway from this story. First sentence, a boy met a girl. Second sentence, same story. You can see it is written on the screen. The boy met the girl and they went to a park, new edition. Third sentence, the boy met the girl, they went to the park, they sat on a bench, new edition. Fourth sentence, the boy met the girl, they went to the park, they sat on the bench with a cushion, Now the story is over. Tell me, did you notice anything about the usage of articles? Everyone, please mute yourself. Okay, yes, right. Yes, guys, anything you notice about the usage of articles?
Ma'am, always arrives at the end of the statement, near about the end of the statement.
Is always used at the end of the statement. Okay. Anybody else would like to try?
Here, I mean, gender specific, they have used the, and I mean, what they are doing, just to refer that they have mentioned, I mean, they have used a.
They have used a. Okay, fine. Anybody else? Yeah.
Actually, first they told something specific about someone that we don't know. And then after when they followed about them, they used the just to reference them.
Yes.
When they are telling about them, they're using a to introduce them.
Okay, good. You're almost there. So guys, notice one thing. What was the first sentence we had? A boy met a girl means it can be any boy, it can be any girl. We are not very specific. We are not even telling you the details. So here we use a, which is article indefinite. A boy met a girl. Now in the second sentence, what is happening is the boy met the girl means boy and the girl of previous sentence. We are repeating that reference. We are referring to them again. Means when we refer to anything for the second time, then we use the. Means we move from article indefinite to article definite. We begin with a and we end with the. So second references are always with article definite. So the boy met the girl and they went to a park. Now we are talking about park for the first time. So that is why it would be a park. And when we refer to park again when we refer to park again in the next sentence, then again this would change into the. So the third sentence, the boy met the girl, they went to the park and they sat on a bench. Now bench has been introduced for the first time. And since it is introduced for the first time, therefore we use article a. Next sentence, the boy met the girl, they went to the park, they sat on the bench with a cushion. Cushion is being used for the first time. So anything, use it for the first time, use a, use it for the second time, use the. So that is what the learning here is. First, it is there, the bottom sentence of the slide. What is the learning? First references are with article indefinite, which is a or an, and second reference is with article definite, which is the. Very easy to remember. Begin with a, move to the. A, the. If you want to encapsulate the entire thing in 2 words, a and the. Guys, I hope I am clear. Can we move forward?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Everybody else, can we continue?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Please.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So as I told you, the is the most confusing article. And why is it confusing? You know, unlike everybody, please mute yourself. Unlike sciences and mathematics, where this is the fundamental rule, this is the fundamental formula. Whenever 2 atoms of hydrogen will combine with 1 atom of oxygen, we'll always have 1 molecule of water. Unfortunately, languages, I should not say languages, at least English language does not work like that. Sanskrit works like these your maths and sciences, but unfortunately, English language does not work. So, guys, please mute yourself. It's causing disturbance to others. English, it works on Pareto's law. What is Pareto's law? Pareto's law is 80:20 means even if I tell you any rule or any principle, most of the rules and principles, they'll be applicable in 80% of the cases. 20% there will be exceptions. Okay, for most of them. We have certain rules which are 100% true, but they are very few. They are very few in English. So similar is the case with the. So where the is used and where the is not used, unfortunately, I cannot give you a guideline. If it is used, use the. If it is not there, do not use them. You just have to know it. You just have to know it. That is how the English community is used. And this is the reason why at least many of the non-native speakers, like we Indians, we say English is a very funny language. That is why we say English is a very funny. Okay, so keep your pencils and copies ready. We will do this particular exercise. I would ask each of you to read a sentence and tell me what do you think we should fill in the blank. And as we do this exercise, I would ask you to make quick notes. Make quick notes where the is used and where the is not used, right? So keep on making your notes. And before even we start, everybody, read instructions very, very carefully. Read instructions. What is the instructions? Fill in the blanks with an appropriate article if needed, right? Simple instructions, very easy to understand. Now I'll ask you people to do these sentences one by one. So the first name I can see it at the top of my list is Prishit. Prishit, guys, I'm sorry if somewhere I mispronounce your names. Please bear with me. I'm just reading what I see on my screen. Prishit, are you there? And as
Yes,
you
ma'am.
speak, if you can switch on your camera, it would be wonderful. Only as you speak. Rest, if you don't want to, it's fine. I'm okay with it. Prishit, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Will you try the first one, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
The teacher who taught me math at school was my favorite.
Prishit, can you be slightly louder, please?
The teacher.
Yes, you are right. The teacher who taught me maths at school was my favorite. So, Prishit, tell me, why did you put the here? What was the logic?
Uh,
Teacher.
teacher means it's a ma'am.
Hmm.
I know about it, but correctly I can't. So,
Okay,
because
somebody
in
else
the
would like to help Prishit. Answer is right. Answer is the teacher. Why do we say the teacher? Because he's
Because ma'am,
teacher.
it is a
yes,
specific
We were
teacher.
familiar.
absolutely. Because we are talking about a specific teacher who taught you maths at school, and that teacher, that specific teacher was your favorite. So here it's the most fundamental or the most basic usage of the we use. So guys, please write in your books. First usage of the is whenever we talk of something specific, whenever we talk of something particular, we use the. Okay. Now the next name I can see on my screen is Bharat. Bharat Sahu. Bharat, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Bharat, will you try the next one, please?
This is a serious issue across the world.
This is a serious issue across the world. Okay. Can you give us the logic? Why did you use a first and the in the second one?
Because we don't know about the issue,
Mhm.
and the word is familiar word. The whole word comes with that. That's why we use the.
Okay. Your answer is correct. Would anyone like to please tell me why we need a in the first one and the in the second one? His answer is right. Can anyone?
Ma'am,
Would
the
anyone like to
issue
try?
is not specific, whereas the world is specific
World
because
is
it's our world.
world is specific. Okay, you are
Yeah,
very close. You are very close. Yeah.
yeah. Dress yesterday is a specific dress.
Okay. So yes, you guys are very close to it. Now, please
Let me
understand why
try.
do
Since we are talking about a specific issue that we don't know, but we are talking about in a world that we know. That's why we are using
the world that we know. Okay. So please understand why do we say this is a serious issue? Because we are talking about, or maybe we are referring to the issue for the first time, and we are talking about one issue. Which issue we do not know. So we just say, acha, across the world. Now, why do we say the world? The reason for that, please write in your notes. Where do we use the? See, all of us, we know only about one world, the world we live in. So what is happening here is this world is unique. It is unique. There is only one world that we know of. There is no other world that we know of. So that is why we say the world, the earth, the moon, the universe, the cosmos. So anything which is unique. Unique means one of its kind. Just one of its kind. So that is why we say the world, because the world is unique. Okay. The next name I can see on my screen is Karan. Karan, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Karan, would you like to try the next one, please?
I bought a new dress yesterday. The dress has a different color.
See, all your three blanks are correct. Can you give me the explanation? Why a dress, the dress, and a different color? Can you give me the logic?
So, ma'am, the dress is not specified over here. So I'm using a at the starting, but when I'm referring to it the second time, I use the.
Absolutely.
And when I'm talking about color, the color is not specified, but it is told it's different. So I'm using a.
Good. I think your explanation for all the three blanks is correct. I bought a new dress. So I'm just talking about the dress for the first time. So I bought one dress. So I say a new dress. The dress. Why? Because now I'm referring to the same dress for the second time. Remember, this was the logic we did when we spoke about the story in the previous sentence. A different color. Why? Because we are talking about the color for the first. So I bought a new dress yesterday. The dress has a different color. Okay, now the next name I can see on my screen is Imran. Imran, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Yes, Imran, would you please try the next one, please?
The Pacific is our largest ocean.
Will you please repeat?
The Pacific is the largest ocean.
Okay, the Pacific is the largest ocean.
No, I mean, Pacific is the largest ocean.
No, a specific or the Pacific?
I'm not sure.
See, because initially you said the, then you said this thing. So that is why.
That would be perfect.
Sorry?
That would be perfect.
The would be perfect. So you stick with the. Okay, yes, you are right. It is the Pacific. And why do we say the Pacific? For a very simple reason, all water bodies, we say the Ganges, the Nile, the Bay of Bengal, the Arabian Sea. Okay, so all water bodies, they are prefixed with the. It is prefixed with the. Okay.
Pacific is a unique
Sorry?
unique word. Pacific Ocean is a unique word. Unique, it's a unique body.
No, not because it is unique, because it's a water body. It is a water body. And all water bodies, they get prefixed with the. Whether it is a river, whether it is an ocean, whether it is a bay, whether it is a river, the Brahmaputra, the Nile, the Bay of Bengal, the Arabian Sea, that is there. Okay, now here there's one more thing I would like to point out. Now, I don't know how many of you are familiar. In Kashmir, we've got a huge and a beautiful lake. Can anyone give me the name of that lake? If you are familiar, a little bit.
Dal Lake.
Dal Lake.
Yeah, it is called Dal Lake. Karan, you said Dal Lake. Tell me, is it Dal Lake or is it the Dal Lake?
Ma'am, it should be the Dal Lake. No, ma'am, it's only Dal Lake, I believe.
No, what you said was right. It is only Dal Lake. It is never the Dal Lake. So what you understand? I told you just now, English is Pareto's law, 80:20. We use the before names of all water bodies except lakes. Lakes are never prefixed with the rest, everything is prefixed with the. So this is what I wanted you to understand. And the second is the largest ocean. Acha, can anyone give me the reason why it is? I think Imran had done this sentence, or I don't know who had done this sentence.
Yes, I have done.
The largest ocean. Your answer is right. We have given you marks for that. But please tell me, why did you say the largest ocean?
Because I mean, we know that that's the largest one, and it's a very specific. It's not a, I mean, which we don't know.
Okay. Anybody else would like to try?
And the word largest, it specifies like the topmost, which can be only one.
Yes. So what do you understand? We use the before superlatives. And what is the easiest way to remember? I'll tell you. You know, one movie was released of Shah Rukh Khan. This was must be 15 years ago or 20 years ago. The name of that movie was Yes Boss. And I hope I remember the name also correctly. It was called Yes Boss. And in that movie, Shah Rukh Khan sang one song. Do you remember that song? Which song did he sing? I am best, or I am the best.
I am the best.
I am the best.
Yes, he sang one song, and in that song, that song is called I am the best. It is not I am best. Why? Because the best is a superlative, and superlatives always get prefixed with the. Right? So that is the reason. We say the Pacific because it's a water body, except lake is the largest ocean, because superlatives always get prefixed with the. Guys, please write on these things.
Got it, ma'am.
Okay, now the next name I can see is S. Kumar. S. Kumar, are you there? S. Kumar, are you there? Okay. Karan, have I asked you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Vasu, are you there?
Yes, madam. I would
Yes.
like to learn
how
हाँ,
to play a piano.
I would like to learn how to play a piano. Okay. Does anybody have a different opinion or he's right? Okay. No, Vasu, here
A piano, ma'am.
no, here the right answer is I would like to learn how to play the piano. It will not be a piano. And why the piano? For one simple reason.
Right, that's
All
why.
musical instruments, they are prefixed with the. Like I play the piano, but my brother plays the guitar. Okay,
Okay.
so that is the simple reason that all musical instruments they get prefixed with the. So that is the reason that we say the piano, right?
Okay.
So
I have a doubt on.
yes,
Sometimes for the musical instruments, we directly say like I play piano, I play guitar, generally in
no, this is wrong.
sentences.
This is wrong. It should be I play the piano, I play the guitar. Okay, so this is
Thank you.
okay. You're welcome.
Ma'am, can we use a and the both
A and the both.
for
How?
the sentence?
No, you can't. We can't. Acha, you can use a and the again if you have a story of first reference and second reference.
Okay, ma'am.
Like I bought a guitar. The guitar has many strings. Okay, if you have a story of first reference and second reference, then. But otherwise, if you're just telling me about your habit, about your hobby, about a practice, then it would simply be I play the piano. Then that is the main question. Okay, next name Vipin. Vipin, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Vipin, will you try the next one, please?
Yes, ma'am. Our first time I visited this place was in my childhood.
Please repeat.
Our first time I visited this place was in my childhood.
Okay, okay. Do all of you agree with Vipin? First time I visited this place was in my
No,
childhood.
ma'am.
The first time.
The first time.
Yes. It would be the first time. Achha, guys, here I would like to explain one thing to you. One concept of cardinal numbers and a concept of ordinal numbers. Now, what is cardinal numbers? Now, I give you a very simple example. This example is imaginary. Suppose if I say there are 4 batsmen in Indian team, right? So I'm saying there are 4 batsmen in Indian team. What is 4? Cardinal number. But my second sentence is Virat Kohli is the 4th batsman. Means there are 3 people who do batting before Virat Kohli, and Virat Kohli is the 4th batsman. So do you understand what's the difference between cardinal and ordinal? Cardinal is the sum total. I tell you there are 4 batsmen in Indian cricket team. So I simply say there are 4 batsmen. So before 4, I don't use any article. But when I say Virat Kohli is the 4th batsman, means in ordinal number, I'm talking about a specific position or a specific sequence. So that is the difference between the cardinal and the ordinal numbers. Please, all of you participants, write down this difference. So here, when we say the first time, the second time, the 10th time, the 100th time, the 1000th time, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Since you are referring to one particular time, one particular sequence, it becomes an ordinal number, and ordinal numbers, they always get prefixed with the. I hope I am clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So please write down this concept of cardinal and ordinal numbers. Okay. Next name I can say is Payani. No, I don't know even if I'm pronouncing your name correctly.
Yes, you are right, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, Payani, will you please read the next sentence, please?
The police are effective when we cooperate.
The police are effective when we cooperate. Okay. Rest of us, do you agree or disagree? What is your opinion?
Agreed.
Yes, you're
I
right.
agree, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am, agree.
Yes, yes, it is the right answer. Now, why do we say the police? Why? Because
It is
we
a
refer,
specific
sorry,
category. It's a
it's a
specific category.
category. Okay, okay.
Because of
I'm just using a better word.
category.
We are using police force as an institution, as a complete organization, a setup, right? So whenever we use it like an institutional sense or as an organizational sense, it is prefixed with the. So that is why we say the police are effective when we cooperate. So please write down these words as an institutional setup or as an organizational setup. Okay, Yogita. Yogita, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Yogita, will you do the next one, please?
Yes, ma'am. And French drink a great deal of wine.
And French.
The French drink a great deal of wine.
The French drink a great deal of wine. Okay. Yogita, you managed to get your answers right. But can you give me the logic? Why did you say the French? Or will it be French drink a great deal of wine?
The French means it is a some other language people, French people. So they are using the French people,
Okay,
the Philippines.
Okay. Acha, Yogita, I ask you a very simple question and please give me answer in a complete sentence. Yogita, did you study French at school?
No.
So give me a complete sentence, no?
So the French drink.
No, not this. Answer my question. Did you study French at school?
No, ma'am.
So complete the sentence now. No, I
am not studied that school.
Sorry, no, I am not studied. No, what is my question? Did you study French? So the answer would be no.
No, I did not study.
No, I did not study what? I did not study French at school.
French.
Yes.
Okay. So Yogita, what will be the complete response?
So the French drink. Yeah.
So please understand difference. Why I was asking her this question again and again, to help you to understand the difference between French and the French. So when I asked her, did you study French at school? What is the answer? Yes, I studied French at school, or no, I did not study French at school. So when you say only French, what are we talking about? We are talking about a language. Right? And and suppose Yogita had studied French at school. She says, yes, I studied French at school. Next question I would ask her is, who taught you French? So probably she would say, there was a French teacher and the French teacher was very good. So the French, it refers to national. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. The French, it refers to nationality. Okay, that is the difference. And that is why we say the French, because people will drink wine, language will not drink wine. Right? So please write this. This is the difference. So French is a language and the French is a nationality. So therefore, the right answer is the French drink a great deal. A great deal. Why? Because we are just trying to tell you the quantity. A great deal of.
And superlative also.
No, it's not superlative. Superlative would be great, greater, greatest. And superlatives anyways take the. Here we are saying a. We are just trying to show a quantity. Not exact quantity, but an approximate quantity. A great deal of. Right? Okay, Bharat has already answered. Sapna. Sapna, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Sapna, will you try the next one, please?
Yes. There is a painting on the wall facing the main door.
Correct. Can you give me the logic for all the three?
Yes. For the painting, it is not particular or specified about the painting, but there's a wall which will select that there's a specific wall and which is facing the main door.
And even the door is specific because that door is facing a specific one. I think all of you would have understood here. The logic is pretty simple and straightforward. There is a painting. We are referring to a painting for the first time. It can be any painting. And where is that painting? that particular painting is on a specific wall, and that specific wall, of course, would be facing the main door. So here the logic is pretty straightforward. There is a painting on the wall facing the main door. Okay. Next name, again, I'm not sure if I would pronounce your name correctly. Kenisha. Kenisha, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Kenisha, will you try the next one, please?
Yes. There is a park in the center of this high-rise building.
Yes, and Kenisha, can you give me the logic?
So they have mentioned there is a park. I mean, there is a particular park. That's why it's A. In the center of the high-rise building, because we know the location where it is.
Exactly. You're talking about the park in center of this high-rise building. So there is a specific building and there is a specific center, the center of this high-rise building. Okay. Shwet, no, then what's the next name I see here? Ajay. Ajay, are you there?
Yes,
Will you try the next one, please?
I have done my graduation from the Delhi University.
I have done my graduation from the Delhi University. Okay, rest of us, do you agree? Do you disagree with this response?
Agree, ma'am.
Agree.
Agree. So I have done my graduation from the Delhi University.
From man.
So everybody agrees.
From man, Delhi, from man, Delhi University.
Yeah.
I think,
I have done my graduation from a Delhi University.
Delhi University.
Definitely it cannot be an. It cannot be an. So tell me, I have done my graduation from the Delhi University. I have done my graduation from a Delhi University. I live in the Delhi. I live in a Delhi. Tell me what do you think is right?
There's a little bit confusion because it's a specific university in Delhi known as Delhi University. And
So what do you put in the blank?
I think it will be
Here the
because it is a specific
so
university in Delhi
Delhi.
known as Delhi University.
ma'am, we are specific, like in Delhi, there is a specific Delhi University. We are talking about the Delhi University, not Delhi. That's why it's the Delhi University.
Okay. Nice to hear it. At
No,
least
Delhi
everyone is participating. Right,
Delhi
wrong, that is not
University is the
important.
specific one.
Okay. Now, this is an important point, and that is why I'm asking you so many questions, and that is why I'm trying to confuse you also.
It's an institute.
Because this is an important point, and I have to confuse you. Okay. Now, guys, you have these two things in front of you. Tell me. I have studied from Delhi University, and I have studied from dash the University of Delhi. Give me your answers. I have studied from dash Delhi University. I have studied from dash the University of Delhi. And guys, once again, I tell you, read instructions carefully. Read your instructions carefully. I told you right in the beginning, and I reiterate that. So what do we say? I have done my graduation from Delhi University. No article needed. No article needed. Why? Because here we have Delhi. What is Delhi? It's a proper noun. And we know proper nouns do not get prefixed with the. But if I say I have done my university from dash University of Delhi, it would be the University of Delhi. Why? Because here I begin my expression with university. And university, it is a common noun. It is not a proper noun. And common nouns can get prefixed with the. So it would be, I have studied from Delhi University, no article needed. And but I have studied from the university, because university is coming first. And that is why we say a university is a common noun. So I hope this point is clear to everybody.
So in this case, we do not need to fill the blank.
Sorry?
So we do not need to fill the blank, right?
Yes,
I have
yes.
done
That is what the instructions were. Fill in the blanks with articles if needed. So here, no article needed. So it will simply be, I have done my graduation from Delhi University. Right?
Okay.
So please write down this point. This is important. Okay. And the last one is... Okay. Abhishek, I can see your name again. Abhishek, will you please read the last one?
I don't think there is any article needed in this
Absolutely,
sentence.
absolutely. No article needed here. So it would be several reasons which are responsible for the situation can be eliminated. Correct. Okay, on the next slide, we have the answers. Okay, and quickly, we do a quick recap. Where do we use definite
Ma'am.
article? Yeah.
Ma'am, please go for the previous slide, ma'am. The filling the plans.
You want to click a picture?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Quickly click a picture, please.
Okay. If there are several reasons, dash means if there are no article means it's none of.
Means not required. We are just referring at a random. There's several reasons. We are not specifying the reasons.
Okay.
So no random.
Because previous slide they're putting in dash only several
Yes,
reasons.
So
That's
here
an
nothing
asking.
is, that is why nothing was included.
Okay.
Okay,
Just confirm.
so where do we use the definite article? The to specify, this is just a recap. Names of hills, mountain ranges, water bodies. This is what we say. The Himalayas, the Alps. Actually, students, one thing here I would like to tell you. Just like we did, we use the before names of water bodies except lakes. Similarly, we use the before names of mountain ranges like the Himalayas, the Rockies, the Nilgiris. But we do not use the before names of mountain peaks. So you will say the Himalayas are in India. Please don't check my geography. But we will not say the Mount Everest is in India. We will simply say Mount Everest is in India. That's it, right? Famous buildings and monuments like historical monuments, the Taj Mahal, the Qutub Minar, the Red Fort, etc. Ordinal numbers that we have already done, four batsmen and the fourth batsman. Names of countries like the Netherlands. You know, many times when the names of countries, they end with the letter S, we prefix them with the. Countries also and cities also, like the Netherlands, the Philippines, the Las Vegas, the New Orleans. So that is what we say. And some countries like the USA, same reason like Delhi University and the University of Delhi. So when we say I'm going to America for my higher studies, no article needed because America is a proper noun. But when we say the United States of America, what happens? United States is coming before America. America is getting pushed behind. So United States is a common noun. So that is why we say the United States, like we said, the University of Delhi. Similarly, you can say I'm going to China, no article needed, but I'm going to the Republic of China. Republic is a common. So that's the logic. Group of islands like I'm going to the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, group of islands, the West Indies, the Canary Islands, the Hawaii Islands, right? But I will not say I'm going to the Sri Lanka for my holidays. Why? Because Sri Lanka is one island. It's not a group of islands. So be careful here. And unique things we already did, like the universe, the earth, the sun, the moon, etc.
Ma'am, here the police, the student. So some of this.
I'm just coming. Give me 2 minutes. I'm coming to that point also.
Okay.
Just give me next slide is about that only what you said. We are talking about. Okay. Now, other places where do we use the is the unemployed, the poor, the brave. Like sometimes you hear sentences like the rich exploit the poor. Does it mean only one rich man is exploiting one poor man? No. When we say the rich, it refers to the complete category, to the complete class of rich men. And when we say the poor, we are referring to the complete category or to the complete class of poor. The dog, when we talk of somebody specific, this idea is the better of the two. Why do we say the better of the two? Because here we are talking about the parallelism of the sentence. So we are talking about, or we are comparing two quantities, and both the quantities have to be in the same structure. So we say the better of the two for the sake of parallelism. The sooner, the better. Usage of proverbs. Proverbs, we do not temper with the basic structure. Whatever it is, we just stick to that. The latest, the biggest, the most effective. This rule also we did before. Usage of superlatives. So all superlatives, they take the. So Mumbai is the Hollywood of India. As I told you, whenever we prefix an article, it means Mumbai is not the Hollywood, but it shows the likeness. It shows the similarity between Mumbai and Hollywood. Why? Because before a proper noun, we are using an article which shows similar. Okay, now somebody asked me this question, a student and all those things. Now, those things we cover here. Now, there are so many places where we use the. Similarly, there are a lot of places where we do not use the. And what do we call them? We call them zero articles or zero determiners. Like, no article is used before proper nouns. Like, we don't say, I live in the Delhi. I live in the India. No, we don't use it. So that is why I study in the Delhi University. That is incorrect. We do not use the before proper nouns. We don't use it before uncountable nouns or mass nouns. What do you mean by mass nouns? There was a lot of sand on the beach. Uncountable nouns means you cannot count grain of rice. So we simply say the farmers sell rice, because rice as such, the grain of rice, they are uncountables. Similarly, I got some sand in my shoes. So you can simply say you got sands, but how many grains of sand, we do not know. So before them, we don't use any article. So before mass nouns, before uncountable nouns, we do not use the material nouns. Like we say, copper is used for making wires. Gold has become expensive. So whenever we talk about these materials, these metals, these commodities, we do not use the. So simply we straight away, no, we don't use the, we don't use a, we don't use any article before the. Names of meals. Like we always say, I eat breakfast at 10 o'clock in the morning. We never say I eat a breakfast or I eat the breakfast. We simply say I eat breakfast at 10 o'clock in the morning. However, if you want to refer to a specific breakfast, only then we will use the. Like, I eat dinner at 9 o'clock, but I enjoyed the dinner I had with you. Means I'm talking about the specific dinner which I had with you. But otherwise, with meals, again, we don't use any articles. Names of lakes that we have already covered, like we say Dal Lake, we don't say the Dal Lake. Mountain peaks, like we will say Mount Everest, we will say the Himalayas, but we will only say Mount Everest. And languages. Languages, I told you the difference between French and the French. By French, we mean language, and the French, it means national. So these are the certain places where we don't use any articles. So therefore, we call them zero articles or determinants. Okay, students. So with this, any questions before we wind up?
No, ma'am. All clear.
Okay, students, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your presence. Thank you so much for your participation. You were being a good and active audience. So I hope this webinar, it helps you and we are able to rectify and correct the small errors which we
Thank you, ma'am.
which we might make in a spoken and written, and the entire webinar proves useful to you, and we had a lot of fun conducting this webinar. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye and all the best.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.